Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget Ekpo. Just a quick one. Today I'm actually out and about as a lady of leisure on this journey. So today I'm doing some charity work in collaboration with my church. So I'm actually just here in South London with a sister of mine who we have come to distribute some food to a homeless charity. I posted a few videos about my church recently, and you should see you should see the abuse. I don't know why people fight for God. There's no need for all this. I say let's just move on. Why do you bother what is a church or not? I'm not saying you should come and attend. I'm not trying to convert you. There is no church in heaven. It's only in this world that we have churches. In heaven, there's no church. As long as you are satisfied where you are, it's fine. Anyway, not to dwell on things. So we got food items. Let me show you guys. Don't know if you can see it. So this is a box of food in collaboration with the women in my church that we've been able to raise together to support this homeless charity. We've got all the food items here. Here we have some of them. So it's quite a large. I didn't know it was going to fit in my car, but it did. It's quite massive. We're going to distribute it to. So we try to do what we can to help as a charity, because churches are registered as charity in this country. So it's just about to tell us a little bit about the work they do, because I was just saying to him off camera a minute ago that they do an amazing work. I mean, as somebody who works in a supporting service myself, I'm a social worker, yep. Although I'm on a break now. Yes, I know what it means, supporting people who are desperately in need, vulnerable people who really need this support that you. And I know it's not always forthcoming in terms of government support for the work that you need, because the need is you have a lot of need, but the resources are very few. Yes. So yeah, if you can just tell us just a little bit about the work that you do here supporting homeless people.
Okay, well, actually most people that come to us are not homeless, but they just don't have enough money for food. So we fed 5,000 people, nearly 5,000 people in Southwark last year, and that was an extra 1,000 people on the first year where I started.
Oh my God.
And it's mainly due to the new benefit system, Universal Credit.
Right.
So it's causing lots of people lots of problems. They have to wait for a long time to receive their money when they go from the old system to the new system.
Wow.
And so during that time they get nothing. So the job centres, social workers, nurses, doctors, anybody in the community is giving them food bank vouchers.
Right.
And they come to the food bank. So it's all done by a referral system. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as I say, we were here for an emergency crisis support for people, but we're becoming bigger and supporting a lot more people, which is a bit worrying.
Right. So I mean, if you're saying that you're supporting this number of people that's increasing, yes, it tells us about what's happening in terms of how people are living in communities around London. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people don't have an understanding of the need in the community. Yeah. Because we don't really see these people on a day-to-day basis, or you might see them, but you don't really recognize what people go through in terms of not being able to put food, which is one of the most basic human need. Food. Yes. Food is like the basic human need, and some people cannot afford to feed their families.
No, it's crazy in this country in the 21st century that people can't afford to buy food. We had a welfare system that was protecting people, but it's all changing now. Right. And a lot of people are suffering as a result.
Wow. And you're saying that it's true referrals from nurses, social services, whereby people get vouchers. So how does it work? Do they have the vouchers to come here to purchase the food, or? Yeah,
I mean, in Southwark, we send them the vouchers. So they've been along to our training. Mm-hmm. We have a connection with them. We know they're doing a good job in the community. Right. They're visiting people in their homes around here. They find people who have no food. Right. So they can just give them a paper voucher. Mm-hmm. The person then goes along to the food bank and exchanges that for food.
It's just an exchange.
Yeah, and we use 4 churches in the borough, and this office across the road. They've had a food bank in there this morning. Right. So they might have seen about 20 people.
Yeah, we did see some people in there.
In the reception. Voucher from the job centre.
That's it. Yeah, from the job centre. Yeah, anywhere like that.
If someone didn't go to the job centre and they needed food and just walk in, would you say how? give them food? They hand over the food to them?
We don't send anyone away hungry. We give them an emergency bag, an overnight bag, and we tell them where to go and find a voucher.
Right.
Can you explain a bit more details about this emergency bag?
Well, it's enough food to keep people going for 3 days.
Okay.
And then they can come back with another voucher.
Okay.
We're also part of a national network of food banks. So across London, we can share resources, we can share ideas and ways of trying to help people. We have some wonderful volunteers in our food banks who are helping people to find other ways to help get out of their crisis.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Like, do you empower people in ways that they can, become more independent?
Yeah.
Like, going to search for jobs and, becoming more equipped so that they don't need to depend on you much longer. Everybody goes through crisis at some point in life, but so that it doesn't become like a lifestyle.
One,
Yeah.
Like a lifestyle.
The office you come to today, PCAN, stands for Peckham Churches Action Network.
Right.
It's set up 30 years ago to give people training, support and help to find jobs.
Right.
And it's still what it mainly does.
30 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, after the riots in the 80s around Peckham area.
Right, okay. All right. Anyway, I just want to say on behalf of my local assembly, which is my African church, that we thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
Because you do an amazing work, which is much needed. I wish we had more people who are doing this, but we just want to show our appreciation by donating what we can towards your work today.
Great.
Thank you very much. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, nothing.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Simon.
right. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah. It really, really feels good to give. I'm telling you, I have this warm, fuzzy feeling in my body this minute, just from this little exercise that I just did by, it's a collaborative effort of the women in my church. We all came together and put those food together, and we're trying to make it an ongoing thing whereby we've got this like drums that we'll keep in the church now that people, because some people are blessed more than others, so and we really want to not just play lip service and say we are charity, but really do the work of charity. So it feels really, really good. It is better to give than to receive. I had an interesting conversation with my sister there, and we're talking about the causes, because initially we thought it was a homeless charity, that they only cater for homeless people. But we were surprised when Simon, the manager said that actually it's not only homeless people, that there are a lot of people who they have shelter. Let me put it that way. They have shelter, but still don't have food. And this, we are talking about United Kingdom. This is the UK. This is happening, not in an African country. That's to tell you that, forget about the hype. Yeah, there's poverty everywhere. It's not only in Africa. It might be more in African countries, but there's poverty everywhere. And then we're talking about the causes. What causes these things? What leads to these things? And because it's very easy for us Africans to always jump into conclusion. I know I've heard so many Nigerians that will tell you, oh, don't mind all these white people, they don't want to work. Don't mind all these British people, they are lazy, they don't want to work. But as somebody who has been in the system for a long time, I know that the issues are not so simple. There are so many causes why people fall into crisis like this. It's not so straightforward that people don't want to work. I know, yeah, of course, there might be a few that don't want to work, but people go through a lot. I'm telling you that so many people suffer from they are incapacitated mentally, emotionally. So, by the grace of God, I'm going to continue to do more of this. You know what? Because I have worked for years to support people who are in need, vulnerable people, people with disability, and etc. So Say what you want about me. Still arise. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.